Hello everyone, I'm your host Nazarat Fatima. Welcome to Courts Today by Livelaw, where we bring you the latest developments from all the courts across the country. Let's begin. With an objective to avoid polluting the air, the Supreme Court has told the BJP MP Manoj Tiwari that it would not interfere with the firecracker ban imposed in the National Capital Territory of Delhi. In 2021, the Supreme Court had passed directions to ensure that banned chemicals are not used in crackers ahead of Diwali 2021. And even this year, the Delhi government has announced its decision to ban the manufacturing, sale, storage and use of firecrackers as part of action plan to curb pollution in winters. While this ban was challenged in the Supreme Court has observed that if there is a ban locally, it will not interfere and added that there are other ways to celebrate. The Supreme Court passed a significant order today and came to the aid of candidates whose candidature was cancelled in the upcoming UPSC Civil Services Mains Examination 2023. The court directed the Union Public Service Commission to issue admit cards to 8 candidates for the mains exam, which is scheduled to take place coming Friday, which is September 15. But this interim relief is subject to the final outcome of their petitions. The UPSC had earlier rejected the candidature of 2 of the petitioners due to the non-submission of provisional certificates in support of their educational qualifications. And for the rest of the 6 candidates, UPSC had cited certain errors in the economically weaker section certificates. This important case pertained to the question relating to critical issues. Firstly, the procedures to be followed by the police in the event of encounters, and secondly, the protocols police must adhere to when conducting media briefings during ongoing criminal investigation. While dealing with this case, the Supreme Court today directed the Union Ministry of Home Affairs to prepare a comprehensive manual on media briefings by police personnel within a period of 3 months. The bench comprising CJI D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice P.S. Narasimha and Justice Manoj Misra also directed Director Generals of Police of all the states to submit their suggestions for the manual. In addition to this, the court also directed that the input of the National Human Rights Commission be considered in this matter. As you all know that various petitions have been filed relating the violence that erupted in Manipur, leading to many consequences, one of which has been freshly reported in the Supreme Court. Senior Advocate Anand Grover told the Supreme Court that members of a particular community in Manipur are forced to approach the apex court for relief as lawyers are not willing to appear for them due to threats. He cited the example of the instance of lawyers withdrawing from the case of a professor in the Manipur High Court after the house and office of one of them was vandalized. He was representing 2 petitioners before a bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud. The first petitioner was Vijay Kant Chenji, a 76-year-old retired colonel of the Indian Army, against whom an FIR was registered for his book, The Anglo-Kuki War 1917-19, Victory in Defeat, published in January 2022. And the second petitioner was Henmin Loon, an activist who is facing an FIR over a speech delivered by him. It is important to note that last week, the Supreme Court Bar Association had expressed serious concerns at reports regarding the ransacking of the home and office of Manipur lawyer S. Chittaranjan for representing the Kuki professor in a criminal case. Moreover, reports had emerged that the home of the professor's lawyer had been vandalized by a mob, due to which he and 3 other Imphal-based lawyers told the Manipur High Court that they were withdrawing from representing the Hyderabad University professor. As such, the Supreme Court Bar Association has passed a resolution and has said that it has taken serious notice of the news reports about the vandalism. The association has harshly criticized the attempt to intimidate lawyers and interfere with the administration of justice. The SCBA has also declared that it stands in solidarity with the lawyer whose home was attacked by an angry mob. The matter is now listed for October 6, 2023. In an interesting case where the petitioner was married but divorce proceedings were pending between him and his spouse, he had stated that during the pendency of the proceedings he was living with a woman and that in July 2023, her father along with other family members came to the petitioner's house, abused him and took her away. The petitioner contended that he filed police complaints, but none were taken on record. It was a habeas corpus petition filed by the married man to produce a woman whom he had been living with. The division bench of Justice Ravinath Tilhari and Justice B.V.L.N. Chakravarti of the Andhra Pradesh High Court dismissed the petition and ruled that the recognition of a couple's choice to live together without solemnizing marriage does not entitle married people to live with others during the subsistence of their marriage. The Andhra Pradesh High Court has stayed the court proceedings against former Chief Minister and Telugu Desam Party leader N. Chandrababu Naidu in connection with the multi-crore corruption Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Program scam case till next Monday. This was done in the state CID's custody petition. He was sent to 14 days of judicial custody by a special trial court on September 10, and later on September 12, his application for house remand was also rejected. Meanwhile, Mr. Naidu had also moved the Andhra Pradesh High Court seeking cancellation of his judicial remand and to quash the case on September 12 again, in which the Andhra Pradesh High Court has stayed the court proceedings in the Andhra Pradesh CID's custody petition. As such, the High Court has directed the trial court to not take up the petition of the AP CID to transfer N. Naidu from judicial custody to police custody till Monday, which is September 18. The AP CID has also been told not to take him into custody till 18th of September. The Allahabad High Court decided to exercise judicial restraint in passing any orders to the detriment of the litigants who have reposed confidence and faith in the institution of justice. The High Court refrained from making any observations on the lack of authority of the UP Bar Council to issue resolutions calling for lawyers' strike, contrary to the statute and judgments of the Supreme Court. Justice Kshitiz Shailendra, however, penned his dismay at the continued strike by lawyers over police lathi charge on lawyers in Hapur district, despite positive judicial intervention in the matter. The Kerala High Court today quashed the proceedings against Malayalam film actor Unni Mukundan, where he was facing prosecution for offences under sections 354, which is assault of criminal force to woman with intent to outrage her modesty, and section 354B, which is assault or use of criminal force to woman with intent to disrobe, of the IPC, based on a settlement between the parties. Earlier, a plea was moved by the petitioner for quashing the criminal proceedings against him, but his request was denied. But today, it was submitted before the court that the matter has been settled between the parties, and as such, the court quashed the proceedings initiated against the petitioner. The court also noted that the statement of the complainant was recorded based on an earlier order of the court, and the complainant had submitted via video conferencing that she did not want to continue the proceedings against the petitioner. Moreover, the court also referred to apex court decisions and observed that proceedings against the petitioner can be quashed on the settlement between the parties and no public interest would be served in continuing the proceedings. That would be all for today's episode on Courts Today. If you wish to learn more about these cases, please go to our website, which is www.livelaw.in, and look for the news you're interested in. Keep supporting us by liking and sharing the videos, and of course subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.